Allison, thank you for joining me for Where I'm From 242 with B. Danielle. What have you been reading? Well, I've read this because I'm in it. No Contact, Writers on Estrangement, edited by Jenny Bartoy, and it includes 32 essays on estrangement, and I'm really honored to be a part of it. I've been estranged from a couple of my brothers for decades, and when I was going through that, in the 90s and the early 2000s, I felt really alone and really strange, and I would have loved to have a book like this to read, and books have been so important to me in my life, so I'm so grateful to be a part of this book with my essay, Water's Thicker. So if you or anyone you know has gone no contact or is thinking of going no contact with people in your family, I hope and believe that this book would bring you solace or help you feel less alone. Let me see if I can invite B. Danielle. Anyway, it's been really wonderful, and watch this process, and I'm very grateful. Thank you, Jenny, and to everyone else in this book, and hopefully people within this book will be joining me. Emmy Neatfeld has, and Nicole Grave Lipson, and Jenny herself, and then I think some other folks are going to join me too. Hi, B. Danielle. I invited you. I'll invite you again. You can also request to join. See if any of that works. It should eventually work. It's a process. I'll keep inviting you. Hopefully you're on your phone. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Doesn't like iPads or computers. I'll invite you again. And if it doesn't work, let me know. It says you're unable to join, which usually, I don't know. Sometimes that happens if you're not on your phone. Sometimes it just happens. We'll try here for another second, and then I'll just start over and hope that makes Instagram's whatever happy. Sometimes this happens. I don't really know why. I stopped trying to figure out why, other than that you need to be on your phone. So it doesn't seem like it's working. So let's just, I'll stop this and I'll start over, and then I'll just open and close the app. Maybe haha.
Hi.
All I had to do was say, okay, we're going to be done and this isn't going to happen. And then you appeared.
Yeah, it
How
took a
are
second. It kept
you?
telling me that the video wasn't playing, and it
I
was
know
weird. But we're good.
it does weird things. Congratulations on being a doctor.
Thank you.
That's huge. That's wonderful. I didn't even know you were. Or did you get your PhD? Are
Yes.
you? Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
amazing.
you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I mean, how fun to be a doctor. I mean,
You know,
obviously it's a
I'm
lot of
still
hard
getting used
work,
to it.
but
I'm still
like,
working on. I'm trying to
yeah.
find somewhere to put my phone now. Hold on. See.
Yes, I have one of these ring lights primarily for that reason.
Yeah, because I just knew I was gonna be able to use my computer, and I wasn't. So,
Yes. Yes. Hmm. Yes.
um,
Congratulations, B. Danielle. I agree.
oh,
Gilbert
definitely.
Baker Film
Thank you.
Fest. Yes. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Um, yeah. So, uh, anything that you would like to share that you're working on or doing before you read your poem, or you can do it after or whenever, but just anything
I'm
you want to
always
share.
working on something.
I know you are.
I always have I have my first AI short. It is in the second round of editing right now. It's
Mhm.
pretty amazing, and it's pretty off kilter for me because it's like I don't always like AI, but at the same time it looks so amazing. So it's just kind
Mhm.
of like, I'm straddling the fence on if I love wanting to do that
Mhm.
or if it's
Mhm.
just like, oh, I feel like I'm taking away from real actors. I don't
It's
really
hard.
know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't personally engage with it just because I
Yeah.
don't. But I mean, I understand that people feel they need to and they want to. And she does never stop. This person is a big fan.
Oh, I can't see the comments, but thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. We're so proud of you. She never stops. Lots of hearts. So
Oh,
lots of,
yay.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully it leads you somewhere. I mean, we all just kind of keep doing things and creating and hoping that it reaches people and that, it's a tough time
It
in the
is.
world.
Everything is tough, and I have a lot of writing going on, so
Yeah.
just my usual, making
Yeah.
things happen. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, congratulations. And
thank you.
anything else before you read your poem?
No, I guess I'm just ready to jump right into
Okay,
it.
go for it.
Okay, so I'll just start.
Okay.
I am from Cherry Jolly Ranchers, from the corner store on a hot summer day, from Perry's Vanilla Ice Cream and Red Pop. I am from the blue house on Shirley Avenue with the basketball hoop in the backyard and two cars parked in the driveway, where I sat on my porch with my cassette player and later my CD player until the day turned to night. Happy, tender, and the red apple glade candle burning, signifying that summer is upon us. I am from cocoa butter, warm in my mother's palms, rubbed into scraped knees and elbows, from the shine it left on my skin, smelling like care, protection, and being loved out loud. I am from Sunday dinners after church at my grandmother's house and family reunions down south, reliving memories long past and celebrating resilience, discipline, and heritage. I am from the late Daniel B. Watkins Jr. and Gloria Bullock Watkins. I am from the we will not be late and you must dress to impress at all times. And your hair will be done every 2 weeks in the shop and you keep your mouth closed while you're there, but hear everything that is said. From little girls who don't talk to old men because they give you worms. And all you have is your word. So if you mess that up, you'll never be trusted again. I'm from singing in the choir on fourth Sundays and being on the youth usher board second Sunday and vacation Bible school 1 week each summer, passing notes in church to your friend on the pew behind you before grandma notices that you're not paying attention to the pastor. I'm from Buffalo, New York, by way of Lackawanna, New York, by way of Oak Hill, West Virginia, and Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Fried chicken, goulash, stewed beef, macaroni and cheese, and cube steak with onions filled the house with riches, not from the bank, but a wealth of tradition and legacy. I'm from my father's historic part in the race riots of Lackawanna, New York in 1969 before his opportunity to play in the NFL. I'm from my mother's choice not to be a part of the historically black sororities on her campus, but joining the Black Student Union and later the Black Panther Party, and finally landing in the Nation of Islam because being recognized for strength in her color was more important to her. I'm from my grandfather playing in the Negro Leagues and going to sit in living rooms of Negro League legends such as Buck Leonard because that was his friend. From my grandmother being a nurse in a time when women having a career was unheard of, but she didn't need to hear it to do it. The family cemetery in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, where my family name rests upon hundreds of years of members, my grandparents included, in the backyard of my great grandfather's home given to his father by the generous white man in the 1800s, that still stands on legacy, rich in history, and protected by the descendants remaining in this world. Some do not find their history worth preserving, but to me, my family history is why I'm a doctor now. They paved an undeniable way, and I would be remiss had it fallen flat in my hands. Pride is something frowned upon to most, but I am from pride, dignity, and perseverance, and that is what my family has left me.
Thank you. That was amazing. So your fan would like me to let you know that it's Jen Gilbert Baker Film Festival, please. So I'm
Oh.
letting you know. So the lots of hearts and all the comments. Anyway, so I'm letting you know that was amazing. And I just read this big long book called Buckeye that's all about this family in Ohio and all these. And this reminded me of that, this kind of legacy and the passing of like you said of pride and all of these accomplishments and the memories and to generation after generation and that we sort of sometimes can look at that sideways but in fact
Yeah.
look at all the strength and determination it's given you and so I just I thought it was wonderful and I appreciate you sharing it and I also loved your grandmother she didn't need to hear it to do it. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
thought that was such a brilliant like to turn the it's unheard of and then she didn't need to hear it to do it. Like that's so I mean that's a trailblazer, right? You
Absolutely.
can't
Absolutely.
hear it
to do
And it's
it.
funny that you mentioned the Buckeyes. That was her favorite team.
Oh,
She
that's
loved
funny.
Ohio like
Yeah.
bad. She would you not talking to her during the games on Sunday. Like grandma was not about that life. She loved Ohio.
No, well, it's all about Ohio, this book.
Yeah.
So it's just, I also just feel like sometimes we can, I mean, I have very complicated familial relationships, but it
Mhm.
does not mean that these people did not give me something, even though they're
Right.
not in my life, some of them, but it's still, we're still all related. And,
Yeah.
and so it's, family isn't always easy, but it is foundational. So
True. That's
I
very
thought,
true.
I
That's true.
thought,
No, nobody's family story is perfect. It
yeah,
sounds good in a film, right? I mean, a film. It sounds good in a poem, but
yeah.
yeah, everybody has something that's like
Mhm.
everybody's family has it, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. So I thought this was, I mean, you covered a lot of history too.
Yeah.
And um and amazing to have a place, where you have your family, the
Right.
cemetery and all and you can see your history and
Yeah.
that way.
I think the oldest like headstone in there is like 1890 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. My husband had, we went to a cemetery where he has that from his uh father's mother. And
Oh
it was
wow.
something to
Nice.
just see all the moons,
Yeah. Yeah.
to see them all.
And it was
It's,
crazy to write it too. It was just kind of like, oh
mhm.
wow.
Yeah.
The prompt
Yeah.
was definitely very retrospective and you're listening and like you're trying to figure out what to make it make sense with. So yeah, it was I love it. Thank you for having me and letting me even do that.
Oh,
It was amazing.
it's my privilege. I love it. And I had so much fun talking to you, which was now a while ago with
I
Tanya.
know it feels like it was like forever now.
I know time is kind of, well, I don't, time passes very differently as I age than it did when I was younger. It's like, how is that? Okay. So that was going to be my question. What was it like writing? Because you wrote this for this experience, right? Because sometimes people have written it before. Mhm.
Right. Yeah. And this is the first time I had ever seen the prompts or
Mhm.
anything when you sent it to me when I was like, oh, yeah. So what are we supposed to do when we
Yeah.
do this? Yeah, I'm down to do it, but what are we
Yeah.
doing? But yeah, when I had to figure that out, it was like, okay, you kind of got to step into a space that you probably there's been no reason really.
Yeah.
When people interview, they want to know about your future.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting in these interviews and I'm on these panels and I'm doing all these
Mhm.
different talks, nobody's asking me who created me.
Mhm.
Nobody's asking me what created me.
Mhm.
They're asking, oh, well, when did you start writing? I
Mhm.
was already grown. We're not talking about the things that happened before I was born
Mhm.
and the stock that I came from. So this is the first time I really had to think about that and
Mhm.
really say, oh, wow. You know it, but it's different when you say it out loud.
Yeah, I think it is. And write it down and choose what to say.
Yeah.
I mean, because you could
Yeah.
have said any number of things about where you're from. And
Right.
reading your poem and then hearing you read it and knowing you just a little, I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. You're from a tradition of trailblazers. You're from
Right.
a tradition of people who seemingly take their time on this earth seriously.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I got this time, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
And um I I saw that in you immediately when we met, like you're not,
Yes, thank you.
yeah, you're not just waiting for time to pass.
Right. Now that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I have things too. I
Yeah.
have things
So it's like,
going on.
wow. I mean, of course, look at this like legacy and that you're a part of that legacy and that's a privilege and a joy to be a part of a
Yeah.
legacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was cool. I love hearing from strangers. I love hearing from friends, but there is a certain like pleasure in people that I know, even just a little. It's like, oh yeah, this feels like, okay, I get it.
Yay. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yay.
So, um, anything else about the process, or anything
Um,
you were like, no, I'm not doing this, or was it all just fairly?
No, it actually was kind of easy. I enjoyed remembering, like
Yeah.
remembering the family reunions. Getting on the bus, being a kid with my cousins and riding from New York down south, and we went to West Virginia and Virginia and DC and Detroit. We were all these cities that we saw as children and going to see, meet up with our family, or like even talking about going to see Buck Leonard, because I only went with my grandfather once, but then recognizing being older, whose living room I was sitting in,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how excited he was to see my grandfather, because they had memories from a time that I will never understand.
Yeah.
Playing baseball when they couldn't play baseball and having to
Yeah.
be their own, and sitting down with each other, and the camaraderie that they had, you know, in that one moment is still history. And then looking, then getting older and looking him up and reading and saying, oh, Buck Leonard was somebody real big.
Mhm.
He was real important in the Negro Leagues. And then being in a sorority, knowing my mother chose not to.
Mm. Oh, so you were in a sorority. That's
So yeah,
interesting.
I am in
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
historical sororities.
Hmm.
When I went to school, it was different. I went to a HBCU. I didn't go to a traditional white school. So,
Yeah.
just the different things, the choices that had to be made,
Mhm.
it's just going through that and recognizing. And my father just passed in January. So then
Right.
having to, oh, thank you, it's okay. Having to include the late and
Yeah.
kind of hold on to the fact that, I don't have a father anymore.
Yeah.
And holding on to his legacy as well. Yeah, it was a moment. It definitely was a moment that I appreciate. So thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, that it's very important to me. Like
Yeah.
hearing these stories has definitely changed me because this is
Mhm.
something
I'm
I've
sure.
always, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's something I've always kind of, I mean, I'm one of those people. You might be one of these people too, where people tell you their stories. You're like, I just met you, but you're gonna tell me, about
Yeah.
yourself. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have this container for it.
Yeah.
And to also have an opportunity to invite people to say,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear your story.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
uh it feels good.
I bet it's
So
beautiful. I bet it is. And you're on number 200 and what? What number am I?
42.
You have heard 242 of these stories. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's kind of incredible. And I just, the things, everyone has something that I relate to, which is a
Oh,
really powerful thing.
yeah.
Because I believe we're all interconnected, like, and that keeps me going, like the fact that we are, and that we're going to make it, like we are, and perseverance is important. Like we just need to keep doing what we believe,
Right.
and care, and do these. And your poem is about that, and thinking about the Negro Leagues, and thinking about your mom saying, okay, I'm not doing that, I'm going to do this, like these, choosing to not always, it's not easy,
Yeah.
like going on, persevering, it's not easy,
Yeah.
but it does create something.
Right. Right.
And that's why people don't want people to persevere, because they know that it creates something.
The power that comes
Yeah.
behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the strength and the ability to discern,
Mm-hmm.
like your mom saying, no, I'm not doing that, I'm doing this, like that's like such a human right to
Yeah.
say, I have a choice and I'm making a choice.
Yeah.
And
And to stand on it and believe in it.
mhm, yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. So so thank you, Danielle. It's just great. And I appreciate you taking the time, because I know you're busy.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, you got all this cool stuff behind you. You are dressed to impress.
Yeah, some movie posters, I guess, that I've done back there.
I was like, dressed to impress, of course.
Of course.
I mean, both times you are. So,
Yeah.
anything else? I just am grateful for you being here. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And tell Gilbert Baker Film Festival I'm gonna
Yeah.
submit my films. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send the AI one too when it's done
I
today.
mean, they are like just lighting it up. Like it has been nonstop.
I
Hot
love it.
fire, hearts.
I love
Thank you
it.
for sharing. Very, very. I mean, lots of challenges and like.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
I gotta look
It
at the
is.
comments. I
Yeah,
gotta.
it's really so sweet and generous. So thank you for being here. More hearts. And
Hey,
you, if you are interested in joining me, you can reach out. Gilbert Baker Film Fest, because everyone is welcome. So if you want to
oh, I
share a
love
poem,
that.
you know, feel free to reach out to me. So, and that goes for anyone listening. So thank you so much. And
Of
I hope our
course.
paths cross again.
Yes, they will. Just let me know. I'm there.
Okay.
Tell me what you
Okay.
need.
Okay. Same. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you soon.
You okay?